So we say, folks, welcome. This is LMTV Live coming to you from Harrisburg, Lower Johnsonville, and we are the project site of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. As you may be aware, on Facebook recently you saw trending on Facebook that the LWSC brought into country pipelines, water pipelines that are to be constructed on this route leading all the way to where the pavement ended around the Johnsonville Cemetery. So today we are here to give you a tour of this facility and speak to the experts who are involved into this work. Managing Director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali, the MD, is here along with other engineers who are helping to make sure that this work is done and it comes to fruition. So I'm here with my colleague Anthony Williams, and jointly we have Aaron Talley. We're going to be bringing you intermittently the broadcast from here. Welcome, Anthony.
So to bring you up to speed, this particular project site is called the it's a World Bank sponsored project, and it's here in White Plains. And so, like you said, we are visiting the project site today. The MD is going to take us through this entire site. We will tour the site, but we will also talk about the World Bank sponsored project where the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation will be laying water pipes for about 10 kilometers headed towards town along the Johnsonville route here in this part of from White Plains precisely. Now, also the giant size pipes that have been trending on social media that were made in China and customized for the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. According to the information we gathered, the LWSC is expected, in fact, have received about 1,600 pieces of this pipe in country, and they are at the free port of Monrovia. Now, currently, here on the project site, they've brought about 400 pieces of them here on the project site, and they've started the construction of the pipeline already. As you can see behind us, we have excavators digging the soil, and they've already built that will hold these giant size pipes beneath the ground. So the MD is already here, Aizen. Our team and our entire team will go around this project site along with the MD to show you the magnificent work that is ongoing here in White Plains. Aizen.
So yeah, we go.
Already behind us, we have the MD. Mr. Mo Ali, he's already here. There are a host of media practitioners who are already here. He's about to have a brief conversation. Okay, great. So he will introduce his team. He's calling all of the project engineers. So behind us, the MD is about to introduce his team. All of the engineers that are part of this project, the chief engineer, and all of them, they are contractors also who have been contracted under this project. So he will introduce his entire team, and then he will also speak to the media before we kickstart the tour.
I know the noise is at the background, but we are here this morning to take you through on the project. We currently have a 36-inch pipe that is transmitting water from White Plains through Painesville to Monrovia. Those pipes are more than 70-year-old. They were constructed in 1953. And so the government of Liberia got a loan from the World Bank as far back as 2016. The negotiation, it was first a $10 million grant that was negotiated for during the Ellen period, and then during the President Weah era, they negotiated for additional financing of $30 million. And then we came in, the project was a little bit stalled. We renegotiated with the World Bank, and they extended the period. Nothing had actually kicked off because of some contract issues with the consultant, the contractors. Initially, the project was 11.8 kilometers, but because of all of these setbacks, and we had to make in for time loss. After the renegotiation with the bank, with the amount and everything, we agreed to reduce the scope from 11.8 kilometers to 10 kilometers. So we are now going to lay 10 kilometers of 48-inch pipe. However, on this project, we have the contractors, our own engineers, our deputy for technical services, and the consultant. So Seth is representing the consultant firm. He's currently the lead consultant here. Of course, Patrick Sandiki is the deputy for technical services, and Samuel Fokpa Davis is our project engineer, and your name John here represents he's the lead engineer for the contractor on the ground, the project manager. They say, oh, they finished stealing all the money. So when you see what going under the ground, the end product, that tap you open it, that's the cheapest part. That one doesn't even concern the contractors. The total cost for the project is 12.4 million USD for 10 kilometers of pipeline. We have 25 kilometers. So for the remaining 15 kilometers, we need anywhere between 22 to 25 million dollars to complete that. So I wanted to lay the basis, and then the engineers can now take you through, starting off with the flanges, the gaskets, the valve chambers, and everything. So yeah, who giving it to? One of you will take it, or the generally will decide. So thank you, and Patrick will lead the team to take you through.
So I will start in this fashion where we are right now. So you can swing your cameras around. You find that in this project, call this as our staging area. This is a project site, the site engineer office, the contractor office. So this is the site we are on. So you can see like on-ground storage facility, and this is like a plant also to manufacture or to produce some of the components, especially the concrete covers for manholes and for valves, chambers, etc. So you can see what is on ground already. You can look over there and see a number of boxes are over there. It contains valves, it contains elbows, it contains gaskets, you know, when the pipes are going in the ground. So you can zoom in and you see all that. So these steel rod you see over there, we're telling you those are the valve chambers, you know, and you know, wash out, you know, because if you put the pipe in anywhere die in, we can wash out. So these are the things the concrete work is being fabricated, and we'll remove them and install them. So by just seeing the typical height of the structures over there, the serial tells you that how deep below the ground the pipe gonna be. So if you go over there, you see that they are excavating the site already. So maybe if you want to know the details, like where we stand is like midway, 5 kilometers from here to get to the plant, and then we'll be extending this way 5 kilometers, so we'll talk about 10 kilometers. We are just at the midway point. I don't know whether you have chance to go to the plant where the pipe will start from, you know, to extend this way. So I don't know how that. So the engineer on ground, who is the consultant, is a consulting supervision engineer. He is here, and then this is our guy on the ground with his team of other engineers. So if you want to know the different aspects of the work, what is the status of the work now, where we are, you know, and when we complete, I want to leave that with him so that he can take you go through. Maybe you ask specific questions to him that he's going to answer. So Seth, you can start up with them, and maybe you want to start. I don't know where you want to start.
All right, so I think MD and Engineer Patrick has briefed you, so we would rather want to ask if you have questions so that we can clarify. Otherwise, then we show you around.
So basically, what is this project?
This project is replacement of the smaller 36-inch pressed steel concrete pipe with a bigger 48-inch ductile iron pipe, 10 kilometers from White Plains towards Monrovia.
How did you call the name of the pipe?
Ductile iron, DI.
DUCTI.
Okay,
Ductile iron. I am a Ghanaian, so
what does that mean? How is it made? You want to give us an idea of what it is?
It is, you know, in the old time we have something we call the carbon steel, but the carbon was interacting with the water and was becoming carcinogenous. So they mix it and came with a stronger material, and they call it the Dr. Iron. So it's stronger and then more potable for water, and it's like it doesn't corrode, and it lasts also.
The lifespan versus
between 75 and 100 years. So if there's anybody who intentionally want to go and spoil it, then our pipe should be able to see our grandchildren.
What's the length of this project?
The duration, up to the end of October 2025.
So, how many pieces of this?
Okay, so if our mass are correct, one length is 6 meters, and if you are laying 10 kilometers, we are talking about 1,667. So it's roughly 1,670 pieces.
Have we all pieces in country?
All of them.
Have you done this work before?
Plenty.
Which country?
I did one in Ghana, I did one in Madagascar. Madagascar was the design space.
Yes,
but Ghana many times.
And this is your second time here.
Yes, is it second time or third time? I was involved in Buchanan, Swedro and Kakata projects. I was involved in Soul Clinic and then New Georgia project, and I was involved in White Plains rehabilitation of this same pipeline also.
We have been coming, and I have seen a whole lot of different things, and it appears quite massive to me. You want to give the public an idea of what goes into this project, from the offloading, in fact, the unloading of the pipes to ships to where we are. Just give us an idea, because it looks massive.
Okay, I will leave because he was involved in the production phase all the time.
I'm not a Facebook kind of guy, but then when last December, close to January, early January, I was in China. So that's what the project required. The contractor placing his order, so I had to go to China with our PRU director, Boy, who is not here today.
You have to provide the specs.
So we gave him a set of specification as to the quality of material that we want. So he said he placing an order. So when you say quality control, we ourselves, when I was in China, you can check on the Facebook, you see that picture on the LWSC page. I went in China, I went in the factory to witness the actual production. Okay, so you have all of the iron, they put them in a furnace, they melt it up, and they put the foam to fabricate the pipe to come out. So all of the stages from there, when the pipe comes out, they put the pipe on the testing bench, we call it, to do the hydraulic test. From there, they will do the tensor, strength, the material test, and all of that. Yeah, so to know how strong it is, if it is in the ground, because you want to replace something. So the idea is replace. If you're doing this kind of work, we're doing it for. You saw this pipe, the old concrete pipe from 1953 up to now. Managing with it. So if we putting it in, we should put something that will be stronger. That will go. The 153 about 70 years old now. So putting one that will even last more than 100 years. We probably cars crossing, because this was a forest before, now it has become an urban area, so we had to have something stronger. So we did that inspection. In January, they loaded the pipe on board the ship, and we satisfied with all of the results in keeping with the spec that sent, and it said sail to Liberia. So we actually, like he said, it will be 30th of October. This pipe laying work supposed to be finished, but right now we missed 3 weeks. This ship docked 3 weeks ago to get the pipe offloaded, and then based on the capacity of output, hauling and pulling has been going. But then the president intervened, then the offloading has started. So right now on the ground, we saw different pile of pipes along the route when we were coming. We have about a little over 400 pieces that have been brought on the ground. We're talking about, see how massive the pipes are. 1,667 pieces or 70 pieces for any breakage that on board our ship. So we started offloading 2 days ago. Yes. Right, yeah. So since Saturday, they started offloading, and they continue. It's a delicate process. taking it off from there. If you take one side complete, the ship will tumble. So you gotta do a very careful technical work at the port. That's what they're doing there. So we hope that the APM terminal will give us time. But there are a lot of other ships that are lined up there. The good thing about it is that we have more than 500 or 700 pieces that will be down before the close of the day today. So that we all heard that the ship may go to Senegal, put some load down, or give chance for other ships to put their little things they have moving. But within the next 2 weeks, the offloading will finish and the parts will be on the ground. Where we are now, you can see that the excavation is going on simultaneously and the pipe laying will continue. The fabrication, all of these are ongoing and doing. So we don't have time. Two things are either against or for. The weather,
Yeah, the rains.
the rains are pushing the contractor very hard because he knows that if the rain catch him, these dishes that you see here, they will be flooded. You see the slopes here. So more water will be there, will give him hard time doing the work. So it will become more money and all of that. So he's trying to chase off time. Our engineers are here 24 hours to ensure that the property is done. What is on the paper, what we want for in China, that what is broad daylight for people to see it, that what going in the ground. We have Sam Day, who is our direct engineer from Water and Sewer side. We have the project, we have project manager, and the whole project team. Engineer Boyu is a project director, he is here. So our team and clerks of work, you go there and see in the ground there, like you said, what is going on. People are down there to measure the 1.5 meter deep the pipe supposed to go down there. They grading you're doing so, got to take so many years before you can even reach very close to the pipe. So it's going way deep down there. So we will have our people there. We have the consultant who is paid by the World Bank to make sure that the appropriate thing is done on the ground. All of these warehouses you see, even the concrete work that they're doing, there are test benches that are here to do the strength test and everything, the design, the measurement, that why you're doing it in the open. So quality will be a show with all of these guys on the ground, and we will be coming in every week. Any of you have time to follow up this project every week? It's a Thursday, right? Every Thursday to tell you how serious the president take this work and how serious we that are on the ground take it. Every week, Thursday, there's a project meeting so that the next week projection or activities will be presented. We'll look at the progress and say, okay, fine, we'll approve this, go. If there are any challenges, we'll get involved. So like I said, the president himself is following this project. 3 weeks delay. If the president has not intervened, I know the pipe would have still be at the port. So the president on Thursday, we were with him, he sent for us, the managing director and the LWSC were making report to him. He himself was there, stopped our meeting and called the port to tell the port and talk to the APM terminal to make sure that, okay, they should put some ships on the side and bring ours in to bring the pipe because of the time running out. So like I said earlier, that the ship may dress a little bit back for other ships to come in to put their things down quickly and go. Because of that, it was their time to put their things down. So the president had to intervene, give way, let the guys have a pipe to be working. Then you can come back, put the other one, and you continue the offloading. So if that happens, there's an adjustment that has been made to make sure that this project is realized October 31st this year. So anything beyond that, I can guarantee you that we'll be celebrating now, commission doing other work. Okay. And at the bottom line, you're going to have more water entering to Monrovia. You drove along the line, every time the line is breaking. This is a swampy area. The creeks are passing. So some of the water you see here are our pipeline water. Underground leakages are there. The old pipe is just old. You have seen the pictures. That concrete loosened, it's scattered all over the place. We are just managing with it. So if a new pipe goes in, so you find out that all the water losses on the road will stop, or will be delivered in Monrovia. So the next challenge that will come, we'll start delivering more water in Monrovia next year. Those people that will talk to Monrovia, remove your building on top of the water pipeline and people take it to be like we against poor people doing. No, we love the poor people, we love them. This pipe you see here, you see how it's more than a river when the pumps are pushing it. If it hit your pipe, some of the leakages are happening down. Some people saw it in central Monrovia. You saw it in a smaller school right on Nippo and Benson Street. When the bus opened, the only thing that saved the student that day, I think it was in the evening, the student had left. If the kids were in there, I don't know how many persons are going to die in there. The water got force. If your building remain there and the force hit the town, you get your story building, less than 30 minutes will come down. Once you now get plenty cars to be moving up and down, the traffic itself, we be calling it night that we don't want to be doing our fire service, the new fire service in town. The building will be down before we reach there, but it will not be delivered. We caution the public, let all of us do the adjustment. That's the same adjustment we're doing uptown now, while the public is going in, so that water will be in Monrovia, we'll be facing the distribution challenges, but we are sure we're going to get through it. Yes. We want to clear up all our table. Those who owe us huge amount of arrears, we want to set the book straight. The managing director, with the approval of the board, announced a waiver, some amnesty that, okay, any bill before 2023 December, will receive, anybody coming forward to pay that bill will receive 50% waiver of that bill. And that will run from now all the way to the 31st of June. So that's a good opportunity for the people. So right now you're going to be having water in Monrovia. Pretty soon you have water now, and we can assure you will maintain the supply we're doing now, but it will even become a better and more reliable supply after October 31st.
Yes, I want to confirm whether these pipes are coming from China, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to supply or serve Montserrado or group near Montserrado?
So this is it. Water is responsible to provide water for everybody. Okay? The plant here has a capacity currently to produce 16 million gallons a day. So from all of our calculation, to put in meters and wastage to do here, I am say an engineer who is convinced that it is still adequate to supply water to Monrovia based on our consumption pattern. But the more people get used to the water consumption pattern will change. People will start using shower. So you waste more water when using shower than when you're taking bath in a bucket. So it will increase. And then that's why LWSC has been fighting with Soul Clinic to be an annex that will be supplied from the substation. Then you have New Georgia, likewise. We have other deep wells. So that's how it is, okay? So we now supply the whole Montserrado. It's intended for the capital city, Monrovia, and the environs.
You want to go on inside?
Initially, you disclosed that the project is being funded by the World Bank.
It's a loan. So the government of Liberia is funding it with a loan from World Bank, so I have to pay the World Bank back.
Yeah.
But initially, the World Bank gave a grant of 10 million. Yeah.
AG, could you kind of speak to the safety of water that will come in this part for consumption?
Very safe. Our water safety is slightly above that of the prescribed safety level for WHO. To make sure that because the water travels through the pipe, so it's safe for drinking.
Yeah.
We want to go take a look at
The trench,
excavation there.
Yeah.
Stop now.
So we're trying to appeal to them because they are saying they want to remove the ship from the quay.
Yeah.
For the other ship to put their material, then it will come back.
When this will come?
They wanted to do it today.
Okay.
Go there. Come with your.
Hold on 1 minute. Yes, come with the staff so that they see where you are, and then
Come closer.
so that they will see. So that those who yes.
One top of steel. Where is the top of steel? Very good. Chain it small, okay.
So any reading you read is in centimeters. So this is, if you check up to the top, is about like 3 meters. So we are burying the pipe down. Well, this will be able to withstand any erosion, and the pipe will last long. Will stay long in the trench.
So, sir, how deep is it?
Sir?
How deep is it?
So we check 3 meters.
3 meters and 9 feet. Right? It's around 9 feet.
Yes, 3 and 9 feet. Yes, more than 9 feet, but 9. It's a 10 feet. Yeah.
So the steel you see over there
That's the
is on
bedding
top.
level.
Yeah, the pipe will lay on top of the where they will put the bedding for the.
We'll put
That will be
sand.
the elevation for the bedding.
The sand will be able to, like a bed, to let the pipe rest comfortably.
Yeah.
Not on a very hard ground. You know, if it's hard, it can try to. So we'll put sand bedding to let the bellies sit comfortably, and then we'll put the, you know, the end. There's a gasket to also prevent it from leakage. And after all, we'll do testing. We'll put pressure in it to make sure that it is also not
So,
leaking.
sir, what happens in case one of the pipe get damaged?
We talk
Doing
about
the
effectiveness.
maintenance effect, water and sewer has the capacity to
So we've
always
been maintaining the
fix it,
pipe all along, but these pipes, like the engineer said, except somebody can deliberately spoil it. These are doctor iron pipe, so it's not going to be easy. You see, even the ones that are there, it took many decades to start experiencing any kind of rupture on them. So it's not just not business.
The old one is a 10 bars capacity.
Yeah.
This is 30,
30
3 times.
So the bar there is the pressure. The
Pressure can
force
withstand.
That can burst it.
withstand, you know, that can burst it.
So the
that
old
at
one
10.
was 10,
This is
and this
30.
is 30. And you see, I see trucks running on the old one, and they are still, so you can imagine what this one can withstand. So unless somebody intentionally use an excavator and want to spoil that one, you end up spoiling it. But normal
Where we
activities.
are is getting populated gradually.
Yes.
Don't you think we experience what we are currently experiencing around the port line and where people build along the port?
Well, normally these pipes are either along the road or in the road itself. And because they know that this is a major road and this could become a major road, that's why they are carrying it this deep. So it's not going to be possible easily for the road to go down that deep. And they are already working on the road. The only thing we could worry about in many years to come, if the pipe gets damaged, we have to excavate the road like we do with the other one to fix it. But that should not be a problem. Most of the public utilities are along the main corridor.
Sure. Good.
So we can just take a tour around. You can show the pipe to the public.
Yes, so we are continuing with the tour.
So this is
It's really hot.
Mela Gibson can fit in the pipe there anyway.
There.
So you see in here,
See, you can see the coating in this pipe. See that? So there's nothing when it comes to corrosion. You don't expect corrosion.
so that now something so yeah, no rust can get it. It can't get rusty.
Okay, they say corrosion, we should say rust. Corrosion is equal to rust.
Yeah,
And then, for you to know, the manufacturer of the pipe, the technicians are also here to quality assure that it is laid according to their specifications.
so the people who manufacture the pipes, they are on the ground and they will help to ensure that it's laid properly. The joints are there, those joints that to join one pipe to the other. And then there are two places.
Have the manufacturer representatives.
Okay, so
Mr. Sun,
Mr. Sun is the
the Chin company, the manufacturer of this pipe.
so usually they bring them to ensure that we are laying them the right way. Two places, one where they will connect it from to the from White Plains, and then the end of the 10 kilometer they have to tie into the 36 inch. That one are real engineering where that the people
Easier portion of it is to tie it end to end. You know, have
So they get reducers. Something that they will reduce when they want to come water, and then going to the 36 they will reduce and just connect like that from 48 to 36.
All right, DG, there are other additional accessories to these pipes. We see some of them in the compound there. And previously, we also did a little tour. We are told there's also a workshop on ground to be able to manufacture some maintenance materials and stuff like that. You care to show us around, sir?
John and John and Seb will take you guys around.
Actually, the lay down area inside our camp, it's for all the accessories and for the pipes and the fittings. For the valves, for the pipes, we have the boxes of gaskets and reducers and the bands. The bands, because they have a big volume, we are stocking them and the other side of the site. And also the garage is divided into a workshop for the vehicles to be maintained, the vehicles that are working on the line, and also for any use of stock for the project. So if you want to take a look, these are the boxes that have been delivered so far here, and the bands are in the other side of the site.
So I'd like to ask the engineer on ground from the LWSC side. Normally when you have this kind of modern project ongoing, there's this tendency that a time duration will be given for the contractor or the consultant of the project to manage for a period, and then later on can be turned over to Liberia. Is there any plan within the contract of that, or after the inspection of the project, just turn over to Liberia?
Yes, after the construction will be finishing by the 31st of October. Then we have the default ability period up to December. Within that time, the contractor and other people will still be around. After that time, we'll be turned over fully to LWSC.
That doesn't mean that during the defect, the contractor is managing. No. It's only to be sure that if there is any defect, he comes in at his cost and repair.
Okay. All right, folks. So we just had a brief tour with the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Andy Mo Ali, and he was walking us through this giant-sized facility as the LEC continues their, water pipe project. Heading towards Monrovia. So behind us, as you can see, the works are already ongoing. The excavator are digging, they're digging the pipeline, the lines where the pipes will be laid. And the project is quite a huge one. According to the MD, it's like a loan from the World Bank, but again, the Liberian government will still have to pay this money back. According to him, this is a 10-kilometer project. So, but the entire length, according to him, is around 25 kilometers. But as part of the project, the LWSC is only doing 10 kilometers. So the other 15, the government will have to source funding to be able to complete the actual length of where this line can link to Montserrado and provide water. This is in response, according to the LWSC, to their main water supply pipeline that usually has issues as it relates to repairs and damages in hereabout. So this now will actually revolutionize the actual water supply process for the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So lots of details have been given by the MD. You can walk and follow us through also.
We can make it anytime.
So
yes,
yeah, I think
we
we'll have
just
to
go through the other locations,
Oh.
of course. So as we move on, the main thing.
So well on these, I was more on the technical side.
I know you're doing IT thing. You were trying to install Starlink because where we are, we don't have internet here actually. So now, according to when we were following through, Aaron. So as you can see right here, earlier where we were showing you the pit that are being docked to have the pipes lay But as you can see, this giant size base that are being constructed here by the LWSC will be laid beneath the floor of the pit that are being dug. And of course, these will be some of the materials that will hold the pipes, frame as the construction process continues. There are several number of them, as you can see behind us.
So I think we want the engineer to
sure you can.
You were live when you were doing.
Yeah, so now we are live now, so so we can now do that same tour that we did earlier.
Okay, but then
Sure, let's start from the other accessories. So we already spoke about the actual construction of the line where the pipes will be laid, but we also spoke about the pipes, the number of them. We've been through the 1,600 plus of them to be able to cover the 10 kilometers. But there are other additional accessories, to the materials that came in country. So we want you to walk.
The buses that you see here,
Sure.
they are gaskets. The gaskets.
The rubber.
Yes, use
The round rubber you put in so that it can
sealed
seal watertight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see this is box number 2 of 112. Each box has 18 pieces.
Okay.
So 18 times 112 is more than 2,000.
Yes.
And the pipes we are joining are 1,670. So you see we have enough gaskets so that if there is any broken, we don't waste time importing. So we are getting ourselves prepared to make sure that every delay, anywhere we can sense delay, we are making preparation to offset it.
Okay, so we already spoke
on
about
this side,
yes.
on this side, there are air valves.
This one,
air valves, gate valves.
Okay.
So air valve, normally if you have a pipe that goes up and there is air, it tries to stock at the top.
Sure.
And it can be very strong that it will not allow
The water to
pass. We call it airlock.
Yes.
So we put this equipment, once it sends the air, it will take it out. So you will see it always popping the air out so that the water will go. So it's an automatic air releaser.
All right, so we head for the next.
So here, these are gates. These are gate valves.
Okay.
Down here.
Okay.
So this is a big pipe. On this line, we have 3 outlets to connect to communities on the line.
Yes.
Okay.
So some of these valves are supposed to be allow water
Sub connections.
Yes.
Go in different directions.
Yes.
to 3 communities. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's talk about these ones then.
So these are chambers or manhole. These air valves we are talking about will be housed inside them.
Yes.
So that we don't cover them in sand.
Okay.
So wherever we see this air valve, you see, and wherever you see those connections to the community, so that you can go and close their pipes or open up for them to get water. So these are some of the chambers. We are doing them this way. We'll carry them to the site
And cast them on it.
then we cast so that we don't waste time doing blinding and those things. Because whilst we are waiting for the pipes, we try to be innovative to see what we can also do to speed up the work. And these are some of the things we do.
Okay. Where else can we go? We saw the workshop. If you had to show us, but basically, they spoke to us about the workshop.
Yeah. Workshop is workshop. You don't see any. It's just for maintenance purposes. So
your staff being hosted here on the site.
Yeah, the contractors are housed here at the back. We are housed in Monrovia, but every day we are here. By 7:30, I am here every day except Sunday.
I'm concerned about the welfare of your staff.
Everybody, our card. This is our card. There's another. There are 2. We are using 2.
So for the water and sewer staff, we commute here every day. Yeah, we commute here every day. We do our inspections. We plan together and see how fast we can move. And this is because of proper planning. This is why you see us at this stage, because we saw all these things ahead, and to be able to speed up the work. That's what you see. We have done this. We castellate. We even the site here was being prepared long time ago before all these things can come. That is just preparations for us to be able to boost up to move forward. So all gears towards proper planning and implementations.
This is a contractor's construction engineer, Aaron. So
Okay. Yes, maybe we could have a word. Maybe you could just run us through, as being one of the engineers, how effective is the work, what are some of the hurdles that you are experiencing, and how fast are we going?
Well, thank you. My name is C. Aaron Lanka. I work for Constar JV, the contractor responsible for the implementation. Well, with the coordination between the contractor, the client, and the consultant, we don't have an issue for now. Our only issue was the 3 weeks.
3 weeks wasted while the pipes were at the
while the pipe was at the port. But as you can see now, we have pipes, and the Chinese responsible for the installations, they are on their way. We are expecting them before the end of this week, so we can jumpstart the installation. But for now, we are okay. We are on par with our work schedule. Everything is on course.
Okay.
Yes.
For talking to us.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes, as the speaker of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, we saw you people using from on road, you are trying to remove people that obstruct their own water lines or sewer waste. So are you people putting in place mechanism to deter people from doing these things instead of removing them when they construct on these facilities?
Yes, I don't want to go into details of that. And in water and sewer, the structure is being in such a way that every project, there's an engineer that is assigned with that project. And for me, I'm the project engineer for the project implementation unit assigned to this project. So I don't want to go into details, but I'm sure there is mechanism put in place.
But as it relates to this project, we are making sure we want to avoid that in the future.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So folks, that's it. We were speaking to two engineers, the project engineer and the contractor that is on this project. We already spoke to two of them. We've already toured the facility. We've shown you some of the materials that are hitting country from China. So Aizon, probably we could just walk at the front there, or wherever we could bring this to an end. Sure, let's just walk to the front where we started this broadcast, and then we can bring it to a closure. For those of you who have just joined us, we're here at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation project site. It's here in White Plains, and my teammate Aizon and I will bring this video to an end. It's been quite a minute. We've spoken to the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer, Managing Director Mo Ali, and he's given us all of the details as it relates to this project. So this is a 10-kilometer project where the LWSC is laying pipes to connect to their main supply line. So my name is Anthony Williams. I've been here with my teammate Arizon Yuba, Aaron Talu, and I with this project. So you can have a glance for yourself, because as we bring this video to an end now, just to show you around.
So folks, we say thanks for watching our broadcast, but it has been a very touring situation of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation project site, and my colleague Anthony Williams was at the center of the interview as we were doing some technical work, but it is a huge work, talking about the pipes that are brought in country, and they are corrosive. That is, for the longest they will serve, they will not get rusty, and we see them. And along this route, they are being placed along the route until you get to the Johnsonville area. So, well, we want to say thanks to the management of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, that of the governor of Liberia, John Gray, for making sure that Liberia can move one step ahead of the issue of pipe-borne water in our country. So, very briefly, we will conclude from here, but then we will drive a little bit to give you a scene of what exactly the pipe is going to run through the waterway from here to the Johnsonville pavement area.
Yeah, so basically we'll have to show the public the length at which the project will go. It's a 10-kilometer project, so we'll just drive through, and then once we get to the pavement where this particular project is expected to end, we can bring the video to an end. My name is Anthony Williams. And just in the next few minutes we'll start a new live video.
I'll call it on time.
Yeah, sure.
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll with
the video. So we end the video, right?
No, we're rolling.
Wow. All right. All right, folks. Yeah, go ahead.
We are on our way back, just leaving the project side of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. But along this way, you're going to see a huge consignment of pipes that are being positioned along the way, and this is exactly where you will have the pipe going beneath the ground, and it's going to be buried at 10 feet above the hole that will be dug for the pipes. It's a huge pipe going along. Here you have another one. So this stretch of the road will convey the pipes that were brought in by the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. But we're sorry for the noise in the background because we are on wheels and our generator is powering us in terms of internet connectivity. So this is a huge project from the LWSC, and minutes ago we brought you a live coverage. So Williams,
yeah,
you toured this project site, and along the way you saw the trucks bringing in some of the pipes.
Sure.
And ahead of us, you have trucks that are being offloaded with water pipes from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. But what do you make of this, Anthony, as we go along the way and looking at some of the pipes?
I think a 10-kilometer distance of pipeline is quite a reasonable distance. Something that will contribute greatly to the country's, stability when it comes to providing safe drinking water for the city or for the country, especially the capital, the urban part where majority of Liberians reside. I mean, 10 kilometers is quite a reasonable distance. You heard it from Mr. Moali. He said the actual length is around 25 plus kilometers, but right now under the World Bank project, what they can afford currently under the World Bank project or the loan project, they can only do 10 kilometers, of this pipe. So, but basically the work is effective. It's already ongoing. Active work is ongoing. The installation of these pipes have already started. Yes, the installation of these pipes have already started, and it's along the Johnsonville route here. So we're driving on this gravel road. It's quite a reasonable distance that we're already driving, but the LWSC created this path, and you heard from Mr. Moali, the director, that these pipes are being installed along the road, because he was asked the question about future embarrassment, like we are facing current circumstances, like what's going on in central Monrovia, where homes are being removed to ensure the pipelines can be secure, sewage lines can be secure. So he made it clear that this will be void of future embarrassment, but what he can assure the public is that these pipes are being built along the road. So who knows, eventually in the future, road construction, or he made it also clear that road construction will be very difficult to affect the pipes because of the depth of that is, the ground that's being dug, the depth of the ground will not, a road construction project will obviously not affect it. So they have hundreds of them already here on their site. They've got hundreds of these pipes already from the Freeport of Monrovia. You heard him. They made it clear that they brought in country over 1,670 some more pieces of them, of these 48-inch pipes from China. They are customized. And yes, so we are driving along the route where the pipes are being installed. Until we get to the pavement where we've been told the 10 kilometer will elapse. That's where they will be able to join it with the main line. That's another whole portion of the work that will be done. So wherever you're watching us from, like my colleague said, forgive us for the sound in the background. We have our generator in the back of the car because we don't, there is nothing like real good internet out here. Internet is bad out here, so we installed a Starlink, but again you have to power it. We don't have something like a power bank, so we're using a generator in the back of the car. That's why the noise is like that. So if you look far ahead of us, you can see that this is actually a long stretch. It's quite a long stretch, but the pipes have been laid along the road on both sides, on both ends. So as we drive on, we'll be swapping the camera to show you from one end of the road as they have laid the pipes. They've laid the pipes for the construction. I mean, they're using excavators to dig all through.
Yeah, so there is a detour ahead of us, and previously on our way here, you saw the crane was down here in this pit, and they were offloading some of the trucks that are actually bringing the pipes. So at the moment we are told that the road is blocked, so we want to get on to see.
Yeah, let's be walking.
Yes.
So we can probably take a walk. Don't forget, this is a project site, so the engineers will have to direct us where and where not to go. But what we've noticed is that they are actually offloading these trucks. The trucks that are bringing the pipes, they're actually offloading them.
So it seems like one of the trucks might have experienced a mechanical breakdown.
What I've noticed, it appears the truck might have experienced a breakdown, so they have to offload all of the materials from the truck before. But it's quite a difficult one because these pipes are huge. These are giant sized pipes. So we're going to walk there and see if we can show you. But I mean, there you have it. The pipes are being
offloaded. They've been brought here at the LWSC. This project site anyway. Quite a long stretch. It's quite a long stretch. And Aaron, can you focus on the pipe, please? Camera, please. I work for the people there. Yeah. How you gonna do? Let's board the car. Should we board the car? Let's board the car, guys. No time. Anyway, let's board the car. All right, let's move. So the Liberia broadcasting system. So, folks, that's it. This is quite a piece of job for the water and sewer folks. This truck is very huge. This tells you this, the magnitude of these pipes, the heights. They are very huge. So imagine this truck is finding it difficult to make its way up this very steep hill. But look at the pipes for yourself. Look at the pipes for yourself. All right, great. So we've made our way. So they're using this screen, this giant size screen, to be able to offload the pipes. This tells you how huge and very heavy these pipes are. All right, so we're actually driving out. We're leaving the project site now. We're headed to town. You'll see loads and loads of these pipes along the road as we drive on. Lots of them have been imported already. So as they carry on the digging along, as they go ahead with the digging along the path, they keep laying the pipes, along the road. They also have these giant sized machines to provide power for them as they go ahead with the project. The Chinese company that produced these pipes in China call them the Xinjiang pipes. Xinjiang pipes is the name of the company. And you'll see these pipes as you drive on. Lots of them have been placed along the road. I think this should be where they are. The first ones are once you arrive on the project site. This is where the first ones are. But as you drive on, so in this entire road, the laying of pipe will continue along this entire road until it hits the pavement along the Johnsonville end. We're driving from within White Plains as far as you get along the main road. Here in the Johnsonville area, you will keep seeing these pipes. As the water and sewer corporation brings them in. There's another truck that's ahead of us that's coming with another load of them. And coming from now, you'll see that truck is bringing another batch of them. They have over 1,600 plus of them at the free port. So let's look in the comment section and see. For those of you who are watching, kindly leave your comments. What do you make about this endeavor? What do you make about this endeavor?
Thank you very much. Someone says thanks to LNTV for always informing us. Yeah, we'll try our best to always inform you. We'll always be on the scene. Once there's a meaningful project, of course, our work is to showcase all government projects as it relates to development. So we're still driving along this route here in White Plains community, Harrisburg, Lower Johnsonville Township. Also in Harrisburg Township, this is where the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation have their projects. Several of these trucks, the trucks are still pulling in, they're still coming with the pipes. Two of them coming already with a little batch of pipes. Carrier there, we should back off, and this one back off. So there you have it, another passing by us.
Where am I up? Where am I up?
All right, good. So we wanted to see if we can fix the sound.
Where am I up? Where am I up?
Wanted to see if we can fix the sound. There's another truck passing by us right there. All right, good. So wanted to see if we can fix the sound. That's another truck passing us. There's another truck passing us. Large. Huge giant-sized pipe. So as you can see, as you drive on, they're digging along the road, you know, they're laying the path where the pipes will be installed. So we just thought to just bring you this live video as we drive through the location where the pipes are being taken at the project site. If you look along the road, you see the instructions all marked, the yellow tip, you know, showing you the width of the pit that will be dug. As you can see, the location where the pipes are being taken at the project site. If you look along the road, you see the yellow tip. So yes. Okay, here we go again. There's another spot right ahead of us there. That's where the yellow tip has been placed. It also has a description there. So it's actually on the right side of the road where these pipes are being installed. There's another truck that is ahead of us that's also coming with another batch of pipes. I guess the LWSC wants to make sure they can empty the free port of Monrovia since they now have the opportunity to remove all their pipes. We heard the president had to intervene to ensure that they can have that pipe removed from the port. They have a deadline. They made it clear that by October they want to be able to be done with the installation of these pipes. But of recent they had to experience a 2 week delay in making sure they can transfer their pipes here at this location. But again, that hurdle has been cleared from the way, so I'm making use of the opportunity to bring all of their pipes. So there you have it. It's another truck passing. Yeah, Arizona, you can go ahead from up there if you want to. Yeah, my teammate Arizona can take it from here. He's on camera.
Thanks to Anthony Williams, who then grabbed me through, but we are on wheels coming from the township of Harrisburg, and along this route you are seeing the trucks coming in with a huge consignment of water pipes, and those pipes that are coming in will be buried right beneath this route that we are on, and it's going to give way for the LWSC, that's the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, to give a safe pipe-borne water to Monrovia and its environment. So at the moment, you see the trucks are taking the pipes from the free port of Monrovia and bringing them to the LWSC project site in the township of Harrisburg. Along the White Plain route is where we are. Earlier on, we brought you a live coverage from the project site where engineers, experts in the water and sewer sector spoke to us, contractors. They were telling us how this wide going to go about, what is the cost attached to it. We also heard from the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation that put the cost of this to a little over 12 million United States dollars. Along this route, you will see a yellow tip with caution on it, telling you that, well, along this route, we are going to be burying our pipes, and that people should stay off of those places that are earmarked by the LWSC, and it is going to bring a relief to Liberians and those residing in Liberia who have over the year yearned for safe and pipe-borne water, so to speak. But it is a tag team. We have here Anthony Williams, Aaron Talu, our chauffeur Jerry is behind the steering, and we also have our technician Emmanuel Yenigo. My name is Aisha Liba, and this OB crew is headed by our director, Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, Mr. D. Flo Flombo, making sure that we as the state broadcaster cut across the country and show you firsthand works that are being carried out by national government, and not to leave you in speculation, but for you to see for yourself what is happening in your own country, Liberia. And this is the work we are on, and we are headed for the Johnsonville area where the pavement, the asphalt pavement stop, And we were told by the MD that that is exactly where the pipes will stop, because they already have a previous connection that was done. This is a basic rule. You have trucks, dump trucks that are on this route, back and forth. So this is why you have to stick in what is happening in your country. Once you are aware of the development works that are being carried out, then you can speak to issues of national concerns. So we are gradually making our way around the Johnsonville area. A lot of development works are being carried out by private citizens in these areas. So you heard the managing director of the Water and Sewer Corporation telling us that all the pipes that are brought in country are corrosive, and that means it is going to last for a long period of time, because within the pipe you will not experience the issue of rust, and that has been a major issue, because if you will bury beneath the ground a pipe that is meant to convey water to other parts of the country, and then you did not take into consideration the duration of that pipe beneath the ground, and you experience rust along the pipeline. You have to be removing, and I recall some part of 2024 you saw the LWSC almost right after 1 month somewhere doing a repair work on some of their pipe that were being pressed into due to some tension, if you may, because mind you, if you were buried beneath the ground and you have moving objects like some of the dump trucks you saw applying this valve consistently, and then the tension from the weight will obviously have those pipes bursting, but then you have to bring in a durable one, quality pipes that will serve the country for a longer period. But we are on wheels and bringing you a live coverage, so you will experience for yourself the length at which the pipes that are brought in country will be buried from where we started our live broadcast, and we are still moving. It's going to tell you the extent at which the guys will have to work to have this work completed. And we were told that the project is expected to be completed around the 31st of October, but then it will extend up to December. So that means, well, if there is any technical issue that the engineers will experience in the time frame given them, well, you can still make an adjustment, and there is a room for you from October, November, December, and by December, that all work along this route will be completed and the work will be done. LMTV Live from the project site, and now we are heading towards the Johnsonville community. But along this route is where the engineers, contractors working for the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation will bury those pipes along this route, making way for a very safe pipe-borne water system in Monrovia and its environment. And we have the owner of vehicle, the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So we are leaving the site. So this is a very busy road. And I'm told this place is Town. It's in Montserrado. That's the vehicle of the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali. So Williams, very briefly, we will reach at the point where the pavement is ending, and we were told by the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation that this is where the pipes will stop, because they already have a pipe that was already buried. So according to him,
the distance to go further as far as Monrovia, it's according to him, it's around like some 25, 25 kilometers, but they can only afford to do 10 as part of the project, because according to him, the World Bank have made I think an initial disbursement of $12 million under the loan, and the Liberian government will have to pay that loan back. So what they have currently, the 1,670 some more pieces of pipe that they have in the country can only afford to cover 10 kilometers for now, and that 10 kilometers is just right ahead of us here. With the distance that we've driven, it will go ahead of us any moment from now, where we will be joining the pavement. That's where the 10 kilometers will be stopping. And that's just going to cover, according to him, the length supposed to have been some 11.5 kilometers, but projects, how they work, so they have to adjust it to some 10 kilometers. But again, folks, so this is it. For those of you who have been watching us, who have been following us, this is a huge initiative. This is obviously going to bring attention to this particular location. I mean, there's a long road that drives from the pavement to come to the project site. Of course, for the years that the LWSC will be out here to manage this project, they will obviously have to pay attention to some of these key indicators or key issues. So any moment from now, we'll be joining the pavement. We've driven quite a reasonable amount of distance, of course, 10 kilometers drive. And because we have a generator, we have the Starlink, we have to take our time to drive easily or slowly. So yes, my teammate Aison Yuba have been walking you through for quite a reasonable distance now. Earlier this morning, we were at the project site, the LWSC. I mean, it's been trending online. The entire country have been commending them for their efforts for bringing in country this amount of pipes to help contribute greatly to water supply, safe drinking water across Montserrado in other parts of the country. The LWSC yourself have been making some magnificent efforts. Just the other day, they were opening tap water in Bapulu, and the president was there to declare that water facility open. Just yesterday, the MD mentioned how specific he wanted to be on how much has been put into this project. So to avoid controversies, how people get to say there's huge money placed into the project, and those monies were not spent for the actual purpose. So it was clear on the fact that they thought for some more $1 million that have been put into this project. It's a loan from the World Bank to Liberia. The government will have to pay back this money. So here we are. Once we make our way up this hill, we're going to be on the pavement, and that's going to be it. So that's exactly where the installation of the pipe is going to start.
So thank you very much, Anthony Williams. We are gradually approaching the end point of the pipeline, and also our broadcast. Ahead of us is the MD of the Water and Sewer Corporation. Like I told you, massive work is being carried out, making sure that the pipes, the over 1,000 plus pipes that were brought in country are gradually being transported from the free port of Monrovia to the project site of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. And this is a laudable venture. A little what $12 million project. And so folks, as we were told, this is where the work will stop. And this is the half-path pavement here. So folks, there you have it. And this is where the pipes you see that are coming in along this route will be buried and will stop right at this point where the pavement ends, and that will make way for the connection of a very beautiful work being carried out by the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So I want to bring this broadcast to an end from here. My name is Aisha Liba. Anthony Williams is on the team. Aaron Talu, Emmanuel Yenego, Jerry, our chauffeur, and our Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, Mr. D. Flo Flomo, is also on the trip. We say thanks for watching, and the next time you see us coming to you will be from another location with another broadcast of interest from the nation's capital. Thanks for watching, and do have yourself a pleasant afternoon from Harrisburg Township and Johnsonville.